So, eh, hello everybody. Sorry about that. Just wanted to show you that shirt before I begin because it's pretty relevant to the topic I'm talking about. Now, this is keeping in line with the last video I did yesterday, which of course about my police audit, how I like watching police audits and that. I got some interesting comments, and I welcome all comments from all sides, from all points of view. I'm not going to be shying away from anything that I might feel uncomfortable with. No, I can accept other people's judgments and other people's points of views. I'm not going to be one of those people who are going to be ignorant and not have any consideration towards other people. But this is not what the episode's about. I want to keep this music themed. So it's like, what albums do I have in my collection that might have somewhat of a political or but to my point of view, of course, I don't consider them that yes, they are political, but they have a pro humanity point of view. That if you look at it, if you can look at it from that point of view, even though there might be some extreme polarizing images on the cover, for example. Now I'm going to give sorry about that. I'm going to give a couple of honorable mentions in some sense, okay, that kind of point towards other factors. Now, I have albums like Plastic Beach here by the Gorillaz, which is all against, well, Plastic Beach. It's all about the environmental disasters that we pollute. It's basically a satire of how we're polluting and how we're messing up the planet, and we're learning to basically live with it and how terrible it is, with Welcome to the World of Plastic Beach, and White Flag, Rhinestone Eyes, Super Fast Jellyfish. There's a deeper meaning of there is a bit of a political statement behind what this is talking about, a plastic beach. It's against pollution. Same, pretty much same message as this album, Fishing for Fishies, of how we're harming the environment, of how we're treating the planet and Mother Earth with disrespect and we pollute. And plain and simple, and we need to learn to take care of the planet better. You know, and this one here, this Ogre album is called Wealth. This here, especially with the image and even some of the themes of the songs, there's a strong anti cruelty to animals. They are against cruelty to animals, and I don't blame them. I'd be yeah, I hate cruelty to animals too, and all animals are precious beings on this planet along with us, and they deserve a fruitful, happy existence, So, yeah, is I'm so against the suffering of humanity and of any type of animal or creature. No one should be ever made to suffer for any reason. And then there's okay. Now, getting into the main point, those were just some examples of environmental or animal cruelty and stuff. Okay. Now, when it comes to there is a band here that I'm going to show you that has a bit of a very subtle reflection about humanity and the system, you know, and that would be Devo. Okay, just as again another quick honorable mention, like songs like Freedom of Choice, Gates of Steel. There's a few others, but this album in particular, sorry, what I'm showing, of course, is yeah, This is a combo of No Is Not. Oh No is Devo and Freedom of Choice by Devo, and it has two albums on the cover here. And there's a few songs on here that has that, but this one in particular, this is Devo Duty Now for the Future. So it starts out with the Devo corporate anthem. It's an allegory. It's satire in many ways of kind of pointing out the institutionalization of humanity, of how we become so institutionalized in our own rights, and we're being controlled beyond, like with Clock Out. There's Timing X. There's Wiggly World. There's Blockhead. Strange Pursuit. Swelling Itching Brain. Triumph of the Will. The Day My Baby Gave Me a Surprise. Pink Pussycat. Secret Agent Man. Smart Patrol. Mr. DNA. Red Eye. And there's bonus tracks that General Boy visits Apocalypse Now, So Balls, Be Stiff version, Penetration in the Centerpole, the live version. But what I'm saying is, it's subtle, but there is a bit of an anti-establishment kind of. I don't want to say that it's giving a middle finger to the corrupt forces that is against humanity, but in a way it is. Now we're going to get into the meat and potatoes. These are the ones that I really wanted to get to. Those are all honorable mentions. Okay, so I have 8 CDs to present. There are couple of them are multiples of the same band, because it just to illustrate the point. I don't have a lot of stuff. I couldn't pick anything like from Metallica or from Megadeth or Anthrax or Iron Maiden or any other type of those kind of metal bands that you would think has an anti-establishment point of view, but I couldn't really pick anything that had that from that. But I could 100% pick it out from this Ministry. This is Ministry. This is The Last Sucker, and this is Rio Grande Blood. And you just look at the covers, okay? You look at the covers. And this is I love this one here. It transforms the face. Ooh, yeah. They're turning into a reptile. And so these automatically have a strong political kind of in your face, with Let's Go, Watch Yourself, Life is Good, the Dick Song, The Last Sucker, no, especially No Glory and Death and Destruction, because they like to use the dumb things that George W. Bush had said, and use it in their mixing, and it's very apt, especially Rio Grande Blood, because this one has the title track plus Senor Peligro, Gangrene, Fear is yeah, Fear Fear is Big Business, Lies, 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 The Great Satan, Yellow Cake, Palestine, Ass Clown, and Khyber Pass. If these two albums here in particular are not politically charged and against, and it's against a system that's going to strip humanity of its freedoms and assert a certain type of control. Yeah, then I'm against that too. I'm for humanity. I want to see people live happy, free lives where they can create and keep their families safe and all that good stuff. So that is pretty much the biggest and heaviest music I own. This is the heaviest music I think I have in my whole collection. I don't think I have anything heavier than this. I mean, I have a strong contender coming up. I mean, not yet, but the next one after this. But I can also point the same thing to this album, like Bad Religion. In fact, I'm going to actually read the lyrics to the title track because I think it's because I think it would be well. Okay, let's go with a few of the lyrics. Okay, there's incomplete. There's leave mine to me, and then the title track is Stranger Than Fiction, which kind of goes like a feeble, shocking, violent smack. The children are hoping for a heart attack. Tonight the windows are watching, the streets all conspire, and the lamppost can't stop crying. If I could fly high above the world, would I see a bunch of living dots spell the word stupidity? Or would I see hungry lover homicides, loving brother suicide, and ollie ollie oxen freeze just pick a side and hide? The world is scratching the world is scratching at my door. My morning paper's got the scores, the human interest stories, and the obituary. And it just keeps going from there, you know. Then there's tiny voices, then the handshake. So every time you shake someone's hand and it feels like your best friend, could it be that it's only superficiality? Without regard to well being, without an inkling of compromise, handshakes are just a subtle FU. Co- contracts determine the best friendships. Contracts determine the best friendships. This is the way of the modern world. Everyone's vying for patronage. This is the way of the modern world, and something has gotta give. I mean, how you can't get any more than that, you know? Better off dead, infected, television, individual, hooray for me, slumber, and mark. You know, oh yeah, like individual. Oh, or where is it? Oh yeah, there it is. Interlogic. There's interlogic and what it is, but interlogic is another great one for lyrics. So automation with automatons. Sorry, automatons with business suits, cleaning black boxes, sequestering the blueprints of daily life. Contended free of care, they rejoice in morning rituals as they file like drones and ant like as they file like drone ant colonies to their office in the sky. I don't ask questions, don't promote demonstrations, don't look for new consensus, don't stray from constitution. If I pierce the complexity, I won't find salvation, just the bald and overt truth of the evil and deception. There isn't interlogic, and we're taught to stay far from it. It is simple and elegant, but it's cruel and antithetic. Yeah, but it's cruel and antithetic, and there's no effort to reveal it. And so, yeah, just those lines right there. I'm not even reading all the entire song, and you can see a pattern of their message. You know that pro humanity and nay to the dictatorships of a fascist regime. You know, limiting your freedoms, your actual natural born freedoms, you know, to do no harm, to yeah. So next one I'm going to go through, of course, very quickly. It has pretty much the same political stances as those two. Would be my KMFDM, and I have the whole series. But these two in particular, like starting with the angst here, which has light, you know, a drug against war, blood, lust, glory, especially glory. Move on, no peace, a hole in the wall. Yeah, glory, no peace. Those two, and the problem, of course. Again, I'm going to just quickly read just a few of the lyrics. You know, with the drug against war is television, religion, social destruction, sex and drugs, violent seduction, crystal dawn, ecstatic explosion, parental advice leads to mental parental advice leads to mental erosion. Stronger than never ever before, KMFDM is a drug against war. And okay, so we get to I'll go to glory. War and slavery, exploitation, the common basis of a Western nation. Official version, a falsified story, the truth lies buried in a shroud of glory. Influential people aren't serving time for being involved in organized crime, but stashed away in beautiful mansions. Guess who provides for their generous pensions? Oppression, ignorance, censorship rules. Education is more than what's taught in school. Forced in a mold, held down by threats, decisions are made over our heads. But there is a way to refuse and resist. We don't need to be ruled with an iron fist. We are the people. We are strong. Let's make up our minds and prove them wrong. Black man, white man, yellow man. Black man, white man, rip the system. Yeah, it's a pretty deep message right there, eh? And then there's no peace without rhyme, without reason. Every day another treason. No peace for the people in the hands of a fool. How much longer will ignorance rule? We're getting off. We're getting off. You have to know that we have enough. So face it, the place is a mess. No good. Don't act like you should. We were doomed right from the start. No doubt. The choice is too hard. We're getting off. We're getting off. You, you have to know that we've had enough. Now it's your turn to fight. Armed and ready, famous and rich. Now it's your turn to fight. Time has come to flip the switch. Now it's your turn to fight. So what do you know and how does it feel? Now it's your turn to fight. No peace without justice, and that's for real. Yeah, yeah. And we deserve a much better life, control our harmless obsession. We're big and never bad. Your days are numbered, you pig. Ooh, I wonder what he's talking about, eh? So that's just a quick, you know, a quick. Oh God, it's going to be another long episode. It's worth it if it gets a certain message across. Again, this is in direct reference to my last video yesterday of why I love watching police audit videos. And not necessarily it's police audits. It's also what I call First Amendment journalism. It's independent journalism, being exposing corruption, exposing and again, I want to repeat, like even from yesterday's video, I have nothing against law enforcement in at all. When it's done, when it's done right, when they're obeying the law themselves, that's everything's great, everything's good. But when they abuse that, step over their authority and treat people with like as yeah, no, that I am against. So this is called World War III, and should be self-explanatory. Look at the song listings. I mean, again, it uses a lot of they also use a lot of the George W. Bush, rants and ravings, the lunatic stuff that came out of that guy's mouth, and used it to spice up this album, as same as what Ministry did, you know. So these are yeah, these are just the ones I'm pointing out. And also, I'm going to move through the rest of this very quick. So, even in classic rock, like, okay, and I looked everywhere in my CDs to find everything I could about this type of subject, and I came, and I looked at this one in particular, and it's like, yeah, I mean, when you look at the ultimate sin, secret loser, never know why, thank God for the bomb. That's sarcasm. Never, lightning strikes, killer of giants, fool like you, and shot in the dark. If you, yeah, this album is secretly more politically charged than what you would think. You know, so there's a lot of bands that are very subtle with their political point of view. But yeah, those are the ones I could find that has a very strong, yeah. I want to bring up Slayer, especially this album that I have. I only have this and yeah, and South of Heaven. So this is Seasons in the Abyss. So did I name everything that I brought up? I think so. I want to make sure that I'm naming all the albums that I'm showing, because yeah. So I showed Bad Religion, Stranger Than Fiction. I showed Angst by KMFDM. I showed World War III by KMFDM. I showed Ozzy's The Ultimate Sin. Yeah, now I'm showing Slayer's Seasons in the Abyss. And of course, you just got to look at the track listing of War Ensemble, Blood Red, Spirit in Black, Expendable Youth, Dead Skin Mask, Hollowed Point, Skeletons of Society, Temptation, Born of Fire, and Seasons in the Abyss. There is a politically charged message behind quite a bit of Slayer's work too. And then the last one here, before it gets too long, I really want to kind of talk about, and I had brought this up recently when I was talking about, yeah, I want to talk about Bruce Hackula again, because, like I said, this is his most adult album, right? So Bruce Hackula, okay, it has the lyrics inside. I just need to read a couple of things here. Let's start with the very first track and the very first lines of this album, and you gotta hear this, because even this way back then, is still very poignant and to the point. He goes here. Okay, he goes. I've lived the. Okay, it's called the first song's called "Lie Back." The lies I have listened to nearly made me quit. The more I grew, the more I knew the world was full of, it rhymes with quit. And I have tried to keep alive the learning of my youth, to watch the sky and let the lie eliminate the truth. Lie back, nothing else for you to do. Lie back, lie back. No one ever told you the effing truth to you. Now that we're here together, I've a game for you. To know if you're a winner, here's all you have to do. With any kind of effort, there's one sure way to win. Just keep it up and stick it out until you stick it in. And then again, lie back, lie back. Yeah, floating in your vinyl coffin, orbiting the moon. Three answers. Yeah, three answers you and your schizoid. Two answers and you're sunk. One answer and you're shitzoid. No answers and you're drunk and crazy. And they'll try to crush your spirit so you will never try, in case you find humanity is just another lie. But yeah, the deeper message. I'm not going to read the next song. There's Mankind. Mankind is our kind. Our find is our find. We are the breeders. We make the leaders. We are defenders, never contenders. We share the free air. We care and we make music. We are protectors. We got erectors, changing our ions, strong as our lions. Lion. Our bond is stronger, our speed is faster. They are the servants, we are the masters. We share the free air, we care, and we make music. You know, we love the power, we love the glory, we know the flower, we wrote the story. We are the hunters, we are the season. We are the hunters, we set the season. We are the prophet, we are religion. We share the free air, we care, and we make music. Yeah, I think it's like pro humanity. Then he got a death machine. Day of hate and day of death. Day when deceivers draw their final frozen breath. Tie them up as if they're going to tie them down. Chain them to your kind of madness. Let them know the sadness they gave to you. Let them fall down their knees, begging we never to okay, begging we never to manipulate the squeeze. See them squiring, offering to lick your boots. Give them nothing they can cope with, no one they can hope with, nothing to do. It's like, what is he talking about? And at the end, he speaks, F the lycanthropes, acids poured from philanthropic stains. We we could love the wretched bastards with their neatly watered veins. F the funny. I'm not going to continue with that. No, it's just going. It's yeah. And yeah, it's very politically charged. Like, look, like there's blood on the pages. That's he's putting his blood, his being into this. It's not real blood. That's like it's it's on the picture. I didn't bleed on it, but yeah, and just to show you, there's Bruce. There's Bruce Hack, the creator of this music. It is a very politically charged. He was trying to express his freedom and express himself in a certain way, and the man was keeping his creativity down and causing him stress and made his life miserable. So that's him crying out. You know, this is him crying out to humanity to wake up and smell the coffee and don't let them control you. All right, this is a 30-minute video. I mean, this is good for those who likes longer content. If you don't like longer content, so what? You can find shorter videos. But I'm going to make all kinds of videos of any length. Again, like I said, I'm no longer going to apologize for that. So I make what I make, but I do this because I really love you and all of you. I do. I love everybody, and yeah, I just always going to have the same closure: to be safe. Be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, have a great day, morning, evening, night, afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody.